Small changes can create a big difference. Here to help us change our routine just in time for spring is lifestyle expert Bren Herrera. Good morning.
Good morning, Carly. How's it going?
Good, good. I love how we're talking about springtime this morning here in Florida, but a lot of times people think spring cleaning, but you say this is also a good time to organize and refresh our lives and maybe get back to some of those healthier goals that we set earlier in the year, right?
I think, winter is beautiful. I love winter, but it's so dreary, and the cold weather just kind of keeps us confined in our homes, and the atmosphere is gloomy. And so with spring being right around the corner, it's the time for things to brighten up and become really, really vibrant. And so one of the really great ways of starting spring and kind of feeling revived is to open up these windows. Once the weather breaks, open up the windows, let that beautiful direct sunlight come in, the fresh aromas of the outdoors, the grass freshly cut, the flowers that are just blooming. It's such a great way to invoke that beautiful spring ambiance. And so at home, after you've opened up the windows, after you've ditched all that clutter that we've been storing that we haven't even touched in a year, get rid of it. Decluttering is so important. But you also want to start refreshing your home. And the best way, what really absorbs scents really well at home? Your towels, your linens, your curtains, all those things absorb the home and all those scents, the cooking. So you want to start washing laundry now. Even though it's only, end of February, if you start washing now, by the time springtime gets here, you are going to smell like spring. But the trick to that is using Suavitel fragrance pearls. They last 5 times longer. Your clothes is going to last and smell 5 times fresher, 5 times longer. They're these little beautiful micro pearls. You stick them in your laundry machine before you stick your dirty clothes in there. They come in lavender and in field flowers, and I promise you, by the time you literally pull out the beautiful linens for your in-laws, because in-laws, they like to assess and they like to observe what's going on in the home. So when your in-laws come over, when the grandkids come over and they smell a beautiful home, they are going to be happy to be there. And so this is the best, easiest, quickest way to make that happen, these lovely fragrance pearls. Breakfast. What do you want to know about breakfast? I can talk to you about breakfast all day.
Well, breakfast gets a lot of attention. You hear over and over again, it's the most important meal of the day. But why do you think it's important to start off with a nutritious breakfast? That's the key, right? The right breakfast.
I think what happens is we forget that we have literally been taking a nap all night, right? We've been sleeping 6, 7, 8 hours. We've literally been fasting. So breakfast is breaking that fast, and you have to let your body know that you're ready to go. You need some nutrients in there. You need your brain to know that you're alive and well, and your metabolism has to get kickstarted some way, somehow. I mean, it's just science. And so breakfast is so key. But you have to have a healthy breakfast. You just can't be eating, fried foods all morning. So Honey Bunches of Oats, their new whole grain cereal, they offer 2/3 of the whole grains that our body needs. Whole grains is so important in having a balanced diet. You're going to have really great results when you're able to incorporate all those things that are recommended for a balanced diet. So the easiest way to do that, have cereal in the morning. If you can't have eggs, if you can't have an elaborate breakfast, cereal is the easiest thing that accommodates and hits everybody. The kids, the parents, the grandparents that are visiting, let the kids have a bowl of cereal. For the adults, add a little bit of Greek yogurt, some nice agave, some toasted almonds, some fresh fruit, and you're good to go. You've literally gotten your whole grain, requirement for the day with their new, they've got Honey Crunch, which I love, and they also have vanilla bunches. But it's a really great way to kickstart your day. You're not going to feel as full during lunch if you've had a hearty, breakfast full of whole grains.
Well, yeah, and Bren, I have a 1- and 2-year-old at home, so I cannot tell you how much cereal we have all the time, all over the house. So that's great.
Yeah,
like
it's
to hear
so
that.
Key. Yeah. And they have other recipes on their website that you could, you can incorporate the cereal in other ways too. So you can be creative with the kids.
Okay, good. I need to find some ways to change it up, so I'll check out that.
Yeah.
Well, what about fitness routines? Anything that we can use to maybe change it up once it's nicer out and getting outside for the season? I'm sure you have some ideas.
Yeah, for sure. So we've been indoors. So take your yoga mat. If it's still a little too cold to get outside, take a yoga mat, a color that inspires you, a really happy color. Get on the floor, do some exercises, stretch out, breathe profoundly just to kind of shoot up some oxygen to your brain. Lift some weights. If you don't have weights, do some jump roping. And if all else fails, if you don't have a yoga mat or free weights or a jump rope, turn on your iTunes, plug in your earphones, and dance. 7 to 10 minutes will get your heart rate up and going, and you'll feel energized. You'll feel ready to get back to work to complete the day. And of course, I have to share with you Dove Dry Spray, because if you've worked out in the midday, you have to, maybe reapply a little bit of deodorant. Even if you didn't work out, first thing you do in the morning, you shower, you put on a little bit of deodorant. Every woman wants to feel clean. She wants to feel beautiful. She wants to feel fresh. Their dry spray is the best thing any of your girlfriends are going to want to hear about this summer. You spray it on. It dries up instantly. No residue, none of that gooey, sticky stuff on your underarm. And it comes in 6 scents. You can pick one and share it with your girlfriends, and you're going to feel great because it offers, freshness and cleanliness for 48 hours. And I love it. It dries instantly. It's amazing.
Yeah, all right. I love it. Well, Bryn, you've thought of everything. Any one particular website you want to send us to this morning?
Yeah, for Suavitel, again, get that house smelling really great. You're gonna amaze yourself, and everybody's gonna say, "Oh my gosh, Carly knows how to keep her house smelling beautifully." So try Suavitel. I love the lavender. It's a fragrance booster. So make sure to stick that in your washing machine. Suavitel.com, Dove.com for your dry spray, and for your breakfast, make sure to go to honeybunchesofoats.com and get some recipe ideas there also.
All right.
And you can find me on social, Bryn Herrera everywhere.
All right, I love it. Happy spring. It's almost here. It's almost.
It's almost here.
Close.
A couple more weeks. Happy spring to you.
All right, for more of that info, we'll put it on our website, fox4morningblend.com.
Spring is getting close, but up next, what you need to know about keeping warm on a chilly Florida night.